Hey guys, 3 videos, let's do a behind the scenes then. Alright, so first we have plumbing problems. So I don't really have much to say about plumbing problems, except it's based on this thing that happened one time at my house where like all the pipes got clogged up and weird stuff was coming out of the pipes. And the fact that there was supposed to be two creatures, one that comes out of the first toilet and one that comes out of the second toilet. The first one goes in one of the bedrooms, and then the second one kind of hangs out in the other bedroom. They were kind of supposed to be trying to trap my character in the first bedroom. Yeah, also when the first one comes out of the toilet, you can see it's kind of wet. That is because it just came out of the toilet. And that, I wanted to do that with the second one, but I wasn't able to. It could also be if there's just one and it teleports or something and it can move around. I really like how the creature design came out. I like the humanoid shape. It gives me very much the Strangers vibes, especially Scarecrow or Baghead, Man in the Mask, whatever his name is. It gives me very much those kinds of vibes, and I thought it was a really neat design. Even though it's really, you don't really see much of it. You just see the head, because of course the rest of the body is just my body. It's me wearing these pants. That's what it is. What the costume is, just me wearing one of the pairs of my pants over my head, sort of. So, yeah, and then there are two things that happen. One, the shot of the sink when there's a gunk in it, that's soap. That's the first thing. And also the other point where it's like, when my character's running away and the door's jammed, which seems to be a cliche in my films now, door being jammed, that water coming out of the faucet, sink in the bathroom with the soap, when that whole thing happened, that you can plug up. That sink you can plug up. The other sink, no, you can't plug that up. The plug's broken. So I had to just pretend that it was coming out of the faucet, so I just took shots of the faucet to make it look like it was filling up. And I also kind of like to think of it as like a time bomb, maybe. Like, I don't know, like, for something bad's gonna happen when the sink fills up. Maybe that's when the thing comes out from behind the curtain. Just waiting for the sink to fill up. I don't know. Who knows? That's it. Okay, now I Dream of You. That was a hard one. It's about my character being stalked by a demon in their dreams, and the demon eventually comes into their waking life. It is really my old series Dream elaborated on. It's got a few jump scares. Most of my films rely on suspense. This one really relied kind of on jump scares more to keep you scared than suspense. So the first like kind of thing, behind the scenes thing I have to talk about is, so in the opening sequence when I'm rolling the can down the hall, that took so many takes because the can kept, like, as you can imagine, can kept rolling the wrong way or getting stuck on a shoe or something. And then like the demon picking it up and rushing at my character, that was pretty easy. By the way, the demon basically looks like the sweater person, except it's like the jacket person. It's not smiling. I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of kind of like a weird kind of homeless man vibe or something. I don't know, with like the woolly jacket and the gloves. I don't know. I wanted to give it kind of a weird, like, I don't know, like weirdly kind of like hobo or someone that's like out in the street and they're cold, so they're wearing like a jacket, like that kind of vibe. I don't know. I want to give it kind of a really weird kind of vibe like that. And it's just, that would be kind of really like strange. I didn't know how well the glove, the finger tapping thing would go. That turned out to be actually really effective. Initially, I didn't think it would go that well, but it ended up going pretty well. Also, me throwing the shoe, or when like the shoe goes flying across the room, that is also that was pretty easy. That's just me chucking the shoe a few times to like, so it'll like get all the different shots I wanted it to get. I didn't know if the glove in the bed, if that would be the best ending, but it ended up being pretty good. I hope you guys agree. It ended up being a pretty good ending. Yeah, that was really about it. There wasn't like too much. That was really about it. It was a lot more complex than plumbing problems, but yeah, but it worked pretty well. I liked it more in plumbing problems. I think I liked the handy thing the best out of these three, maybe because that's the one I did last. Also the dream, some of the dream sequences, I purposely filmed some of the shots in 360 so it looked kind of weird. Also that shot, I think at one point when I'm like, unless it's not a dream, I also filmed that in 360. It'd be like, oh, now it's not a dream anymore. Like now it's to signify it's real. Like this is actually happening. That's it for I Dream of You. It was neat. I kind of had the demon bears resemblance to the sweater person in a lot of ways, including the thumbnail. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it except it's a fun, like, weird psychological film I wanted to do that I thought would be fun. Yeah, anyway, if you guys have watched I Dream of You, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like doing the camera work. There's a lot of camera work stuff in that really tries to make it more surreal. And, yeah, anyway, on to the handy thing. Have you ever wanted to be dead? Well, get our new product, the handy thing. Very handy for getting dead. The handy thing. Now, this was a fun one. I did all in one sitting, unlike I Dream of You and Plumbing Problems. It's basically a remake of The Hands, the way, I Dream of You is a remake of Dream. It's about my character getting stalked by these hands, or one hand. In The Hands, it's two hands. It's by getting stalked by this hand, the handy thing, and, there's two, it would be the handy things. And it lives up to its legacy of being handy for getting dead by climbing down my character's throat and choking them. I totally did not get that from Smile 2 when the backup dancers, whatever they are, choked Sky or whatever in her apartment with the arm going down her throat. I definitely did not get inspired. Okay, fine, I did. And I definitely did not get inspired by a Smile entity opening people's mouths to kill them. I did. So the handy thing was fairly simple. Nothing much happened with that. The part where it's like going on the wall, tap, 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 and then it turns, it lunges at me. That was hard because, like, it's basically just this. It's like this shot, tap, tap. So I had to, crop my head out, and that was pretty hard, but, I think the same thing with when it's like on the wall like this. It's like tap, tap, tap. That was fairly hard too. Anyway, yeah, so the handy thing took a little bit of work, but it worked. I don't know, yeah, I really don't have much to say about the handy thing. I guess because plumbing problems and I Dream of You, I did those in more than one sitting. I kind of had more to say about, like, behind the scenes of those ones. But, like, the handy thing, not really. Nothing really, like, happened. It's really, like, some of the hand shots, like, when it's, like, tapping on the washing machine and stuff, some of the shots of the hands were kind of hard to do. There was one point when it's crawling up the porch, my cat, Little Peep, was nearby at that time, so I was, like, I was having trouble not catching her in the camera angle. She was under the porch stairs. So I'm like, I had to, like, cut it off right before it would get her in the shot. That was kind of a neat little behind the scenes thing that was happening. But besides that, nothing really much. It's kind of all really just, like, practical effects, like the hand going in my mouth. That is me just sticking my hand in my mouth. So, like, I'm like, there's not really. It took a little bit of work to act dead, to be like, just go like. Sort of, but, and I had to be kind of in the same position, or I had to be looking the same, because, like, I'm supposed to be dead, so my eyes couldn't move at all. I just had to be, like, and I had to cut to, like, the sky, and then cut back, and I had to still be looking in the same place, so, that was a little bit hard. Try not to blink. I did a pretty good job of that. Pretty good not blinking when I'm, like, pretending to be dead or whatever, going, like, in a weird smile. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it for the handy thing. I hope you guys enjoyed that film as well. And yeah, I think that was it for our 3 films. Plumbing Problems, I Dream of You, and The Handy Thing. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel. It really, really helps us grow. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye. One last thing, the hand in The Handy Thing was my hand. Okay,